Hey friends, thanks for joining me. I'm Wendy. This is Kundalini Awakening Yoga and Breath Work for the root chakra. So just a quick set when you're feeling like you're losing control, maybe you're just kind of feeling you're spinning or you're up in your head, when you need to reground, refocus, come back into your body, this set's for you. So let's just come into a seated position that's easy for you. Maybe cross-legged, maybe sitting on the heels, maybe sitting in a chair. And just start rubbing the palms together briskly, creating a lot of heat. Now press the palms together, activating and balancing the right and left sides of our brain. And then just pressing the thumbs into our heart center. Start to breathe here, long and deep, inhaling, filling the belly, allowing the rib cage to expand, front, back, both sides. Heart is lifting. We can tuck the chin slightly, lengthen the cervical spine. And then bring your awareness up to the crown of your head. Picturing a lotus flower opening there. And just breathing, exhaling, inhaling, holding this posture. The sit bones rooted into the earth, the crown of our head, and the crown chakra open to the heavens. With the eyes closed, gazing out the third eye, just breathing long and deep. Exhale completely. If you know the mantra that we use in Kundalini Yoga, we'll chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times, just to honor ourselves, honor these teachings, honor all the teachers that have come before us and gifted us with these blessings. So inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, fill the belly, pull in the root lock. So if you're unfamiliar with what that feels like, it's like you're stopping the flow of urination, the rectum, the sex organ, the perineum, kind of pull up and in. The navel comes in with that, lengthening the spine. And exhale, shake out your hands, open your eyes. So if you're not sitting in a cross-legged position, you will most likely just be doing the arm movements to this posture. So we'll start with the fingertips on the shoulders, thumbs behind, 4 fingers in front, elbows up on our sides, biceps parallel with the mat. On the inhale, we're going to reach up to the sky with the arms, and if you're sitting in cross-legged, the knees come up, come close together as well. Exhaling, bringing it back down. Now it's a quick, powerful movement. Try to inhale and exhale through the nose. If that becomes too difficult, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Continue with this breath, making it quite intentional. Really syncing our movement with the breath. And that really is the key in Kundalini Yoga, is using that breath to guide the movements of the body and to give the mind something to focus on, to turn away from the chatter, to turn away from the doubt, the anxiety, all the lists of things that we haven't completed, that we still have yet to do. Just to let go of that for this moment in time and be really present with your body and your breath. Now inhale, reach up, and exhale, slowly release the hands down to your sides and come into tabletop. From here, we're going to do a little bit of a variation. on cat-cow, where you're gonna actually come into cow pose. So flexing the spine slightly, don't overflex the low back. Really think more about lifting the heart forward and up, and looking up and stretching the front of the neck here. This is your inhale. Exhale, you're gonna put your toes on the mat, press the hands into the mat, lifting the hips up and back, bending the legs quite a bit. So you're on the balls of your feet into a down dog. Inhaling, placing the knees back on the mat, coming into cow, lifting the heart, lifting the head, opening the throat. Exhale, pressing those hips back and up. Palms into the mat, down dog. Continue alternating between cow pose and down dog. Again, syncing the movement with your breath. The breath is your guide. There's no music, and that's intentional. It's because I want you to hear your breath. We breathe with gratitude. We inhale everything that the earth has to give us. We exhale and release back to her our thanks, our love, our gratitude. Continue. Just a few more. Now as we're moving and alternating, bring your attention to your belly. Keep that belly pulled into the spine as much as possible, really protecting that low back. And we'll do 3, 2, 1. Now hold down dog. You can kind of adjust your hands and feet. Now starting with the hands, really pressing the palms into the earth. Index finger and thumb, that L shape of your hand. A lot of pressure there. Now taking your arms, sort of rotating the elbow creases as if they could look at the sky. Armpits coming in towards the heart, and really pressing the chest through the arms. Now moving up the spine, pressing those hips, that tailbone up, up to the sky, and then back to the wall behind you. And if the knees are bent, that's fine. Just slowly start to lower the heels to the mat. And we're just going to breathe here. 3 long breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more inhale. Exhale. Now inhale the knees to the mat. Exhale. Bring the big toes together behind you and lower the hips onto the heels. Bring the hands, the palms together above the head, and just for a few breaths, maybe say a prayer, maybe give thanks, maybe just be present. And when you're ready, palms back on the mat, belly to the spine, lifting yourself back up to table. Now, option to leave the hands here underneath the shoulders and only work with the legs, or you can alternate arms and legs. So, inhale, left leg comes behind you. If you're going to use your arms, the right arm will come up in front of you. The key is to hold that belly in to the spine. Here's your inhale, exhale. Other side, inhale, exhale. The whole time spine here, you're keeping the hips really facing the mat. So those bony hip points, really keep them facing down towards the mat. You're not hyperflexing your back. Really keeping that nice flat table position. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, coming from table, holding this, you're going to lift the back leg behind you, adjust the hips so that they're facing the mat. Now you can stay here, or you can extend the opposite arm, right arm forward. Now holding that belly in, also engaging the root lock, so stopping the flow of urination sensation. Just long, deep breathing here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Reach that back leg towards the back wall. Reach that arm if it's up towards the front. And exhale. Release. Other side. Right leg comes back. If you're raising the left arm, situate the hips. Make sure you have a nice flat table. And breathing long and deep. 8, 7, 6, 5. Check that root lock. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale. Extend the arm and the leg away from each other, really stretching the body as if you were Gumby. Exhale, release the knee back to the mat. Coming onto the toes, and then slowly lifting the hips up, coming into a forward bend. So heel toe the feet so that the feet are about hip width apart, and just bending the knees a lot or a little, letting yourself hang here in a forward bend. You can have the hands on the mat, or you can grab opposite elbows and just breathe easy here. Nice and slow, long, deep breaths. And inhale, hands to the floor. Now, this is kind of a fun one. It's called elephants. I love elephants. So on the inhale, you're actually going to lower the hips and look up with the head. Exhale, raise the hips and tuck the head. Forward bend. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Holding the root lock in, so stopping the flow of urination sensation. Belly into the spine. Powerful inhales, powerful exhales. Into a rhythm. root chakra, just located right in the groin area, down between the legs. This movement sort of stimulating, activating that energy center. And last one, inhale and exhale, forward bend. Now heel toe the feet slightly wider than hip width apart, and if possible, see if you can lower yourself into a crow squat. So arms, hands come together in prayer, elbows pressing the knees away from each other. Now this is not good for your knees. If this is impossible for you, simply come into a standing squat. And here we're just going to breathe long and deep, or you can try and do a breath of fire. This is, if you're pregnant, please don't do this. If you're on a heavy day of your moon cycle, you may opt out of this and continue long, deep breathing. If you want to try breath of fire, it's an equal inhale, equal exhale through the nose only, pumping the belly. The inhale, the belly fills. The exhale is powerful, pulling in of the navel point. It'll come into the spine and slightly up. Okay, so it's close the eyes. Inhale and exhale. Now bringing the hands to prayer, simply coming up to stand and lower. Stand and lower. Stand, lower. Stand and lower. Keeping the knees tracking over the toes. Try not to let the knees roll in. And if you can only come down this far, that's perfect. If you can come all the way down to crow, that's another form of perfect. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, last one. And coming all the way down, hands come behind you, coming onto your backs. We're almost finished. So coming onto the backs, hands on either side of you, legs are bent, feet are near the butt, flat on the mat. Now, the arms are going to come up and over the head, and at the same time we're going to lift the hips up to the sky, pressing into the heels, and then exhaling, arms come down and hips come down together. Really merging the movement with the breath. Micromanaging your body in a sense that every cell is under your watch. You're aware of every little micro movement that the body is making, and you're bringing it all into harmony so that we're moving as one. If we can get ourselves individually moving as one within ourselves, then we can project that unity outward into our community, both locally, globally, and cosmically. And if we're all doing that, just imagine the possibilities. And last 3, 2, and last one. Hold the arms up behind you, hold the hips up, really press the heels into the mat, press the mounds of the big toe into the mat, lift those hips up to the sky, hold it, And exhale, release. Bring your arms to your sides, palms up. Bring your feet straight out, slightly separated. Just allow yourself to breathe and rest. And as you rest, just notice the difference that you feel now from when you started. Feeling the energy, feeling the chi, feeling the increased awareness, which leads to a feeling of being present and conscious, which in turn leads us to feeling safe, secure, stable, and supported. And notice how when we create that space within ourselves, our external environment begins to match that same frequency. We begin to project security, stability, safety. And inhale, start to just wiggle the toes and the fingers, maybe rolling the ankles, rolling the wrists. Squeezing the fingers into fists and then extending them out. Pointing, flexing the feet. Bringing the knees into the chest. Squeezing them in with the hands and the arms. And rocking the body side to side. And placing the hands behind the knees. Very slowly rocking up and back on the spine. Coming into seated. Hands in prayer, thumbs at the heart, elbows out, forearms parallel to the floor. Closing the eyes, deep breath here. Exhale through the mouth.